Alright, so today I'm going to be doing this forest card. It's going to be another installment into my card making series. First thing that I have is I have this haul from Walmart. I got these Offray rhinestones. It comes with 240 rhinestones and it's very inexpensive. I also got this KI Memories foam adhesive, and this is the first time I've ever seen it. And it was a really great deal. It's cheaper than EK Success and the American Crafts. It's just as thick, it might be even a little thicker. Plus I really like it at this thin size, because even the bigger EK Success one, I do cut it up to this square size. And you can see it's very comparable to that EK Success. So I was really happy to get that today. This was again at Walmart. Now I also at Walmart, I picked up the Xyron, the sticker maker. This is just the X1. It's just the smaller version of it, and the permanent adhesive. And I'm really excited to use that too. I'm going to be using it later in the video as well. So I'm starting off with that grid paper on the left side. It's just a kind of tannish gray paper. And I also have this die, the circle die. I'm going to take on my Big Shot. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it out of some post-it sticky tape, or sticky paper. So these sticky notes, you can see that it's the whole thing is adhesive. So the whole back is adhesive, so it's going to be really good to use as a mask. So I buy these sticky notepads just because they're so convenient and they're pretty inexpensive, and you can make a lot of these masks for a really inexpensive price. So after I cut it out, I both have the negative and the positive part of the mask. So first I'm going to put down, this is just the positive area. I'm just going to put it right there. I'm going to try to make a sun, but first I'm going to make that hole around it, just make it look like a sky using the Summer Sky Memento ink pad. You can also use any other kind of light blue ink pad. It does make it darker because I am using this tan paper, so it is a little bit darker than the actual color. So it's best to start off with something light. You can also use a tumbled glass from Distress Ink, and that would be very comparable. So now after I finish that, I try to keep around that sun a little bit brighter, so a little bit less ink and darker around it. And then you can see it just has that tan. But then I didn't want it to look like a moon. So I'm just going to use that negative area. And I'm just going to take out my Memento Dandelion ink pad and the yellow sponge dabber that I have. I'm just going to make it yellow. So that will make it it'll really make it pop out, and it's going to make it look really nice and really bright and make the card look a little bit more happier. And then the bottom portion of that post-it sticky note, it doesn't have that sticky part, so I just had to flip it around and it held a little bit better. But it doesn't really stick very good to the ink, so I'm just kind of dabbing it instead of rubbing it, because if not, the post-it note will kind of peel up and it'll get underneath. But you can see how that really made it look really nice, and it makes that nice sunny look in that nice and a nice background. So now I have this Memories Apple ink pad. I'm just using another jumbo sponge dabber. This one I have green. I'm just gonna ink that up and make it look like the grass. The Apple ink pad, it really makes, or any of the Memories ink pads, when you use a sponge dabber, it really brightens up the color, and it really makes it look, it matches the color of the top pretty well. The only thing though, when you stamp the Memories ink pads, it does turn out darker than what the cover shows up. So that's one thing that you have to know. So I wanted to stamp that this is from Critters in the Forest from Lawn Fawn. This is just, I kind of get almost all the critters from Lawn Fawn, all the critter stamp sets. So I'm just taking out this pine tree, and I'm going to be making a forest scene. So I'm taking out this pine tree first. I'm going to stamp it onto some white cardstock. And then I also got the Critters in the Forest matching dies from Lawn Fawn. They just recently came out with making their matching dies. So I'm just going to color it with some Copic markers, and then I'm going to use the dies and cut them out really quickly. So I'm using, this is G28 I believe, and then this is the Chow marker, and then I'm going to be taking out G24, and I'm just gonna slowly blend out all of this color to make it look brighter on the top and then darker on the bottom. So this is the willow color with the sketch marker, and then I'm taking out YG25 and then YG23. And then it's just I like using the YG colors just to brighten up the pine tree a little bit, and it doesn't make it look so dark, and it makes it look more summer looking. Instead of making it look so much like winter and a real pine tree, it kind of brightens it up a little bit. So now you can see there, I colored all my images, and then now I'm just going to cut out this pine tree, and you'll see that when you use those Lawn Fawn dyes, it gives that nice white border, and it makes it really pop off the page. So you can see it makes it a perfect cut. You just have to line it up, and I'm using the by the way, I'm using the magnetic platform just to make it stay in the exact place that I want it. So now you can see there I just cut out some of these clouds using just out of some cardstock, double-sided cardstock. I'm just putting it through my Xyron. So this is the first time using my Xyron, and it seems to be, it's really easy to use, and it makes these stickers really easily. It does waste a little bit of adhesive in the beginning, so it's best to put all your die cuts in at the same time so you don't waste that much. That's what I learned, so that's what I'm going to be doing now. So now what you want to do is you're going to take out either your bone folder or your stylus. I more use my stylus, and what I'm going to do is you're going to want to push it down, make sure the adhesive is down, but you can see that there's air trapped around each of the die cuts. So what you want to do is you actually want to use your stylus or your bone folder, and you can see, like I'm doing with this cloud, is I'm outlining it, and what that'll do is it'll get the adhesive to not stick to the die cut on the edge, because you want it to be only underneath and not all on the edges. So as you see there, I stuck down that first big cloud, and you can see all the excess adhesive will get onto that clear piece that you're going to throw away, and then nothing will be left on this white piece. So now you can see there, it makes it into a nice sticker, and there's nothing around the edge or anything. And then now I'm just going to stick that down onto this background now. By the way, those are the Sizzix cloud dies that I used. And then now you can see there, I'm just sticking down this pine tree just with some dot adhesive. But what I wanted is from the last video, the Savannah Thanks card, I believe, I made this beforehand, and that's my inspiration for that other card, and I just wanted to put that onto this card. So I'm just going to incorporate it right on that pine tree, just like that. So now I just added some foam adhesive. This is that EK Success one, not the KR Memories one, just because it was a little too thick to put on the back of this wood veneer. Just skinny wise, so I just had to cut up that EK Success one. You can see it gives that really nice dimension onto your card. So now you can see there on the right side, I did with my stylus and I outlined it. But you can see if you don't outline it, you can see how all the glue or all the double-sided tape will get all over. So you want to make sure that you always do that every time. I just wanted to show you the example of if you didn't do it. So now I'm taking out my Wink Stella glitter brush pen. I'm just highlighting certain areas. Now thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Please leave your comments below. If you want to see any other cards, you can visit my blog at micahscrafts.blogspot.com. Have a great day. Bye.